Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah. So here it's like 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 cars being worked on currently.
Oh, look at this chassis here.
Like this is a really old one. This is like we can. Let me think. It's like too much, right? It's like we can start. Yeah, right. This one looks nice.
Meet FaSTTube, a young and ambitious team based in Berlin. These guys are developing their own electronic Formula student race cars. You might recognize them from the international FSAE events, including competitions as far as China. We had the unique opportunity to go behind the scenes and see what it really takes to bring one of these high-performance machines to life.
So this is like an old combustion car that I'm not sure if you had your spray paints there already, but this is like the 2019 car, and they're doing like the whole if the frame got with powder coated, so it got like sanded down or with sand spraying, powder coated, and then they rebuilt it completely with the wiring harness. They're doing it currently. The motor starts again, so it's working. This is a fun gimmick, the catch cans. So we need to have 1 liter of catch can for the cooling circuit. Yeah. Which is like the most efficient way to store 1 liter of fluid. It's a beer can, aluminum beer can, right?
It's so German.
Yeah, but all the teams do it. It's from Denmark, even the 1 liter Faxe beer.
This car specifically has been like rebuilt a year later, or like 1.5 years later, to be the driverless car. And so that was the COVID season, the double season. So 2022 and 2021, we did like a combined season with 3 cars, and this has been rebuilt to be the driverless one. And we did like an electric, a combustion car, and then this one, the driverless car.
I understand a bit of this.
Yeah, I don't. So
this is the configuration for one of the electronic.
Yeah, for this one, for electric. Yeah, for electronics. This was like one of the first electronic compartments. It's not made out of carbon anymore, and I guess Munich Motorsports gave us something. So this is how you show like appreciation. Like sometimes on the event sites, even like some €1,000 parts that get like you need it, and some people have say we have like 1 spare, and then you give it to them. It could be the connector, it could be something inside or something other on the car, and then I guess we placed their logo on the car to just show respect for their help. These are high voltage, so these one are for low voltage. These one are the high voltage. No, it could be the high voltage connectors going in and out.
Right.
I'm not sure how the setup was back then. And these 4, I don't know. These look.
It looks like a female.
Cooling. It could be cooling. It could be the inverters inside as well, right?
Yeah. I think it's the inverter mounting.
Inverters, yeah. It's inverter mounting. So it's for the cooling.
Yeah.
It's for the cooling, and this is for the high voltage. And here you can disconnect it. So if you take out this, like the car is shut off, or at least some of the circuit. Like we have like a lot of courses to like sensibilize people that know, like we have a light on the top to see which status it is. And if it's green, you're probably free to go, work on the car. And if the accumulator is inside, you have to be careful, but if it's still green, it's still fine. There are like some different categories we have to watch out for. So this is 2022. It was like the first good driving electronic car we had on the events that drove. It's very lightweight. And here you have like here you can see a lot of the electronics. So here you have like Steckerboxen, we call them. So it's just for plugs going to inverter, motors, power distribution, emergency braking system, and like all of the other stuff. And then you can we didn't have DRS back then, but also DRS connector here. You can read out the information. This here is to start the car, so you have the low voltage and the high voltage switch. This one is locked to not be able to start it. I guess there's no battery in it anyways, but and here you can see the motors going in. So these are like 4 lightweight planes, electric planes. They have like 60 kilowatts each. We're limited to 80 from the rules. So in theory, one could do 60 and the other could do 20. And they're directly connected to a chain and then goes into the drive shaft. But with the current setup, the motors went back or more front to here.
Yeah,
So you have a very long chain, and you can slide the battery in from the back.
I don't want to. I keep thinking. Should I say this is the cooling system?
Yeah, that's the cooling system.
It is the cooling system, right?
Yeah.
And then that obviously goes into.
Yeah. So you have two big fans going into radiators here.
Okay, I see on this.
You have like one pump here, distributing everything. This is the catch can. Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
Oh yeah. Inside of this tube, there was like they milled out like a part here and had like a lighting here. The brake light was there, and also like you saw on the calendar picture in the front side. So we integrated the lights in the front in these plates. So this is no DRS. This is like the current car. It should be a lot further than this, but unfortunately it isn't. This is like the cooling, so it got a lot smaller because now we have water cooling.
Right.
And this is, I guess, everything. We have some more here for the accumulator, so it's switched up. This is for the inverters, which sit around here. So they are getting switched like in this car. They were like here flat, now they're here like behind the seat, behind the backrest. And yeah, this is quite light. You can try to lift it because this is like only...
Is it really? Okay.
This is like not even 40 kilograms.
Yeah, I'll try. I don't want to destroy your chassis.
Yeah, just I will watch out, but it's like on the shirts. It should be fine. Yeah, no, it.
It's quite light.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to get it.
And.
Ooh, that is.
Yeah, like you see here, this one is where the crash panel goes on. So
I was just thinking that you've got one this side.
Yeah,
here,
on the back. So.
Yeah.
This one this year is really light. So we can I'm not sure if we can put it off here, but also we have like 3D printed suspension parts here. These take up like 5.
Is that metal as well? The 3D printed?
Titanium 3D printed.
That's very expensive.
Yeah, we have some sponsor that do it.
I was gonna say.
This one is like it takes out one of the back rods goes in there. It takes like 5 kilonewtons. These ones are. He's not like completely happy with them because they have like some smudges on here.
Right.
But these are like,
wow.
These take probably around 10 or 12 kilonewtons at compression force, probably at max. So
damn.
They are like the main suspension parts, and also we have some multi-connectors that have like multiple interfaces. These ones are like...
And that's 3D printed as well?
No, that's the one that's 5-axis milling. So this is CNC machine from a sponsor. Wow. We can't, this is like really hard to do.
Yeah, I was just thinking, to be able to do something like that, that's something I'd be like, now just 3D print that.
And I guess stuff like this, these ones we do ourselves.
With the, do you guys get often problems with like the 3D printing? Like if it's slightly off a millimeter, for example, like you've got this hole here, if it's slightly out, the whole thing is done. Do you know what I mean? Like the
tolerances, for printing, I guess
for you guys anyway,
it should be fine.
Yeah.
Because I think we don't have like tight like you see it's still powder coated inside, so it cannot be that. I guess they bored it out. So but we have like some already on top of here. We have some tolerances, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Like with bigger parts, we have carbon fiber rims. And there's like a big titanium wheel star inside, and there you definitely notice it. So, we did not, while tempering them afterwards in the oven at a sponsor, we did not screw them to a plate, so they did not like get flat in the end. So you had like a wobble inside. We can continue here. Like so, this is our carbon workspace. It's still a bit warm here, but these are like the carbon parts. With these molds are painted with your paints. This one is not. This is like a different sealer.
Yes.
The parts are like this, we molded it before, so that's like really thin. It's not perfect. We're not completely happy with it. It's fine. It would be fine. You can polish it a bit, but you can see like the spots here. You can definitely see through. So we like the dull spots here and some pinholing. And these ones we can't demold because the people that did this will not be happy. It's a lot of fun always, but we'll hope that these get nice results. We have
to see if this one is the correct one. Like we had sometimes very good results, but sometimes not so great results. There's still a lot of variance, and we are trying to work it out. But this one has been one of the better ones. Like we use a spray painted surface just to have like a mirror finish without having to clear coat this afterwards. because that saves on weight, obviously, and just as like a smoother process in general. We will see at the end if all of the components are like shiny in them, like themselves, like if we need to spray paint them later with clear coat. But in general, like this is the finish that we are after, and this has been one part that worked out very well.
And how long would that take to do something just like that? Are you like?
So the milling probably takes for this mold 3 hours, probably.
3 to 4 hours for the milling for this mold itself.
Then you have to sand it down. Then you have to put resin on it to seal it. This is like also probably 2 more hours. Then you have to filler it. Then you have to sand it. Then you have to spray paint it. Then you have to sand it. Then you have to polish it. Then you have to laminate it. Then you have to demold it, and then you have to skin. So then you need 2 skins, but you can do it at the same time. And you have to do like the inner structure with which you just use flat panels.
Yeah.
You have to cut these out as well, and then you have to glue them together. And so for this part, I guess, you cannot streamline it. Unfortunately, you can just do 2 at once because it's like mirrored, so you have 2 in 1 like this.
Just to save on time with milling.
But this would take, I guess, we're at least 20 hours for this part probably. So it's just a lot of man hours going into that.
The glass plane. It's not like the perfect laminate. The carbon itself.
Oh yeah, it is quite perfect. This is quite
like the laminate itself, the fibers.
So it's not woven. It's just fibers. But even for non-woven, it's a lot harder to get like this. But it's like completely you can just.
I'm scared because it's literally I can see my own reflection. Look at that. Wow, dude, that's crazy.
And that's I guess what we're trying to achieve without spray painting. So this is like just out of from the glass paint. So we don't need clear coat. It's a lot of work. We need experience, and I guess we don't want to like put on four layers because there's one nose which had clear coat on it, and you see that there was not enough experience in team, which is not a bad thing, but. We just to optimize the processes. I guess here we're cutting everything. We have like all the fibers, mostly like this one is twill and this one is plain woven. So this is like a raw material, and you cut it and then you have to lay it up on the molds respectively with some processing materials like the peel ply, flow media, release film, or the vacuum bagging. We are doing crash tests as well with the car, or again, we have one fixture here. So this one gets like mounted to the crash vehicle, so it's like just a sled. And then for the last test we did this, so it's 300 kilograms going 30 kilometers per hour against the wall, and you have like a structure that absorbs the energy, and you can like it's like quite heavy, but if you think about this going like against the wall like with full speed.
That's the funnest part of the job, doing that.
Yeah, I guess, but it was a lot, like, we had some failures. This one, like, the power, it just shears through, like,
raw.
This is like, the power, it's...
Raw, look at that. That is proper, is it?
This one, I think, in the end, it went against this one, and this, so it can't go further, yeah.
Bloody hell.
So normally, this should compact completely.
It's still quite... How fast did that go in? Like
30 kilometers per hour.
20 miles.
Yeah.
And I think these ones are some shear. Like these ones are lighter. These are like in regard to like these are not that heavy.
Yeah.
And these can withstand like force. I think this is probably around 20 kilonewtons. So to get through, so it's 20 tons.
Yeah.
To get like just punching a hole through there. These are. We're getting some experience here. It's really nice. I'm not sure what the bending forces are, but they can withstand a lot of force. And we require these, like for the structural equivalency sheet, we require these to just show that we did some testing. So the part, can withstand the forces. And this one was, when this one crashed, we did not test this one because this one was lighter. But in theory, this would be like one we would mount on the car. So it would look like this. It's a bit lighter, but this replaces like 4 steel tubes. So from the roots, we had tubes around. You can see on these, and then like just a steel plane with this one, and it obviously would be a lot lighter than just doing completely steel. Here we have like the last order that we.
I just thought that. I better not say it in case it's another brand.
No, it's yours. Obviously, it's obviously yours. we will be using this later, so we can take it in the basement anyways afterwards, but I guess this we will be using for one mold. So we have like the filler product, one out of spray can and one with the spray gun, which will be done by FaSTTube.
After checking out how the cars are built, we got taken down to their basement, which honestly is not somewhere you want to be alone at night. Then Sebastian started talking to the other Sebastian about how they make their wings and the lower parts of the chassis.
He made like these were
the wisdom that it gets carried from team to team over the years.
Yeah, sometimes that's why teams. It's like the most important stuff is to keep the stuff. And like right here, he put like these parts on top, and you see here the holes that where he put like for centering, and then you stacked it on top. This is one part, and then it goes up again. And yeah, now they sand it. Then if it's completely smooth, you filler it, and then you can spray it. So it's a big part, our biggest one yet. Yeah. Because you can see how we did it before, is we just stacked the foam on top, put like like plexiglass on top, polycarbonate, and then you with like glass fiber filler here.
And how do you start off? Like you model everything on 3D.
Yeah.
And then that process of you have the 3D model to bring it in on the actual size, because I guess it's like the Genauigkeit, the accuracy must be like millimeter or centimeter.
Yeah, millimeters. Like
for the aerodynamics, I guess. Or
I guess it has some tolerance, but the CFD department gives us like a skin, so it gives us like the top surface.
Okay.
And we are like building down, so we're building a mold on top of that surface to create the surface.
Yeah.
And I guess then you like cut like the steps, you sand them like so they are quite even.
Like you mean like these steps here?
Yeah, because these were like steps, and then you had to sand them down or glue them first, sand them, and then you put like the plates, you cut them, and then you put like getting the corners round, everything so it fits.
You can see here the different
Yeah,
parts.
it's very hard.
Wow. And how long does it take to make, for example, one piece?
One of this.
Like, are we talking about a whole day, 2 days, a week?
No, at least. I think I worked with the last, no, this one was from 2020, this one was last year. Like just the corners, like after you're doing like everything with, after the plexiglass is on top, it still takes probably around 3 guys doing at least 20 hours of sanding.
Wow.
So 60 hours just for doing the corners, because they have to be really smooth.
Yeah.
And then you have to sand everything else down because you over sanded a bit, and you have to reapply, fill all the holes. Like getting, because normally there's a backplate here. So getting in here is like, you can't, you have to get like in here because there's a wall. Wow. Yeah, this takes a lot of work.
This is a mold for the nose of the vehicle. It's just a cover piece that covers the front of the vehicle and protects the driver from just debris on the track. It also serves an aerodynamic purpose, as it just directs the air as smoothly as possible to the other aerodynamic devices. And we use XPS, which is just an expanded polystyrene material, and that material is like it dissolves using solvents. And so we first have to cover it in epoxy resin, and then after sanding we can spray paint it with a filler material, this gray stuff, and that just leaves a very smooth surface after sanding. We just later fill it up with putty in any uneven surfaces and spots, and do like a spot repair.
Really soft and a nice finish as well.
Yeah, and it's just super easy to sand down and get the smooth finish that we need. Just a thin coat for the first one, and then we do 2 additional coats later on. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Honestly, we were so impressed with everything, and we actually have a gift for you here. This is Wow, I know, firstly, we
Yeah.
realised this is the wrong size.
Yeah, it's fine. We have enough members. It's fine. It's fine.
But it's a lovely logo that we thought
Yeah.
to give to
Thank you. And also, we have a gift for you. We have a calendar for this year. Some nice pictures of the cars from last year, and also our alumni cars. Yeah.
This is straight outside, right?
Yeah, this is outside the office here.
Was it the one
workshop?
in there, right? The pictures in the ones in Munich in here? Was that the same?
I'm not
in
sure.
China, I
No,
think.
in China. It was in China.
So
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it's like the 2022 car, 23 and 24. So the evolution you can see there. Yeah. Feel free to hang it in the office.
we actually have an empty wall that we need
Yeah.
to
Yeah, we have an empty wall that needs to be filled.
So this is the same one as well. Oh, crazy. But yeah, we will definitely stay in contact,
Yeah.
for real. We want to, it's interesting to see, the actual process
Yeah.
behind these cars. From, we've done street cars now to now motorsport. And yeah, we will be coming back here. When's the next event for you guys?
The next event is starting in June. It's like a pre-event.
Right.
Then going on to July, Netherlands,
In June was
also
the
Austria.
reveal. Of
The
car.
reveal is end of May, 30th
End of
of
May,
May.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll write that date down.
Yeah, we'll invite you. You get an extra invite from us as well.
We would definitely want the underground rave as well.
Yeah, you get everything, the whole package.